Hey, sales pros, I want to share 3 things that you can do right now, today, to sell more. Just real quick, I spent over 3 decades in the automotive industry. I was a salesman, I was a manager, finance director, commercial sales. I was even a factory rep, so I switched teams and went from retail to the factory. And I want to tell you these 3 things because I recently went through an experience where I was helping a family member buy a car, and man, was it an eye opener for me. You think things change? They don't. So I want to share these 3 things with you. The car business was really good to me. I want it to be good to you. And whether you're selling RVs, cars, motorcycles, power sports, boats, these 3 things, even commercial equipment, these 3 things can help you. First and foremost, you only get one chance to make a first impression. So don't blow it. I sold more stuff because I made a first good impression than anything I knew about what I was selling them, what their budget was, or anything else. I made a first good impression and they stuck with me. Okay, so don't blow that first chance. First thing you want to work on is your greeting. If your store has a standard greeting, use it. Okay, if you're not using it, use it. I promise you, the minute you're outside of your manager, you may not be using it. Or if you're in a sales slump and you're wondering, what am I doing wrong? That might be part of it. But use your standard greeting for your store, whether it's, hi, my name is Jill, welcome to ABC Dodge, or welcome to, whatever they tell you to do, do it. If you don't have one, develop one. And it's really simple. Welcome to ABC Chevrolet. My name is Jill, Bob, Joe, and that's all you got to do. It's that simple. And then you can throw in icebreakers as well. But first and foremost, introduce yourself. Put in a nice firm handshake, don't overdo it. Ask them for their name. I'm Tyke, and you're, and get their name. Then, here's a real easy tip. Write it down. Have a notepad. Even on your e-device, you probably have a writing tool on your phone. But I can tell you, phones lose information. Pieces of paper usually don't. So if you have a small memo pad or something with you, write it down. When the customer sees you doing that, they think, oh, this person cares. Because I promise you, when that person left the house today, or that couple, they were not expecting to have a good experience. They were going, oh boy, here we go again. I might as well just go to the dentist. It's more fun. You're going to change that experience by how you change the first impression they have of you and what you sell, okay? So we just talked about asking questions. Write this stuff down. I can't emphasize that enough. If you're, again, e-device or notepad, doesn't matter, but write it down. Let them see you writing down that their name is Joe and Bob and Jill and Judy. Let them see you write that down, okay? You should be asking and gathering twice as much information about them as they know about you. Just a real quick thing I want to share about this experience I recently had. That salesman, it was kind of comical to watch. If the car wasn't such a nice car, we probably would have went somewhere else. I was helping my brother-in-law and sister-in-law buy a car. They needed one. And I just found this car for them, and it was a really good piece. Low mileage, late model, good price. But that salesman, when we left, after that experience, we knew more about him than he knew about us. In fact, my brother-in-law commented that I knew where he lived, how many kids he had, where he served in the military, and he couldn't remember my name. So think about that for a minute. I can tell you everyone's favorite radio station. I know what it is. I don't even have to ask you what it is because I can tell you what it is. It's WIIFM. That's everybody's favorite radio station. You know what that stands for? What's in it for me? Because that's what the customer really is concerned about. They're there to buy a vehicle, buy a boat, buy an RV, buy a motorcycle, and they just want to get what they want to get, and you're there to help them do it. If they show up at your store, 80% of the battle's already over. That's the hardest decision they made all day. So if you don't screw up your first impression, your odds of selling them a new whatever you sell incrementally increases, okay? So again, ask questions, write down their answers, throw in some icebreakers, right? You stumble out on the lot, you run across a customer that's out there looking at new trucks, right? Hit them with an icebreaker. Welcome to so-and-so. Introduce yourself, write down their names and say, so, Bob, Joe, who's the lucky one today getting a new vehicle? They're not expecting you to ask that. They're expecting you to ask, what kind of payment are you looking for? What's your trade-in? How much do you owe on it? They're looking for, those are questions you can ask down the road, but get some personal stuff out of the way first. Make them like you and trust you, right? because you want to make friends in this business. And that's no lie. Be genuine. You know, you just gotta ask the right questions and ask simple, open-ended questions, okay? But write this stuff down so that they know that that they are important to you and that you are listening to what they want, okay? So you write things down. We're going to go out the greeting, throw in some icebreakers. Who's the lucky one? Isn't this great weather to be shopping for a car? I use that all the time. I didn't care if it was 115 degrees out on the lot, blowing snow, raining. You throw that out there and they go, oh, well, this guy's a goofball, right? But that's okay. You're approachable when you ask them those types of things. Ask them what special occasion it is. Bob, Jill, Joe, Dave, what's the special occasion? Is it a birthday, anniversary? What do you mean? Well, who's getting the new car today? Is there something special going on? Oh, we just bought a boat. We just bought an RV. That's awesome, right? Be excited. Have a positive attitude. And that's where we go into step 3, the number one thing you can do. And it's actually the AAA method, I call it. Number 3, 3 things you can do that just make this all deliver. It's like putting lube on a chain. It makes everything go so smooth. 1, be positive. Attitude will sell you more cars, more boats, more RVs than anything else you can do. Having a positive attitude, being upbeat, and showing it. And if you don't have a positive attitude, shake it off and fake it till you make it, because you'll go broke with a bad attitude, okay? Assume, be assumptive. Now, if you're new in the business, you may have never heard this. If you're old in the business, you've heard it a million times. But be assumptive. Assume the sale. Assume that the reason they came in there was to buy a new vehicle. They came in there to buy it from you, and they're going to have a great experience. And you're going to sell them their vehicle. And then you're going to sell them their next vehicle, and their next vehicle, or their next boat, or their next RV. Assume the sale. That is, in over 3 decades of being in this industry, that is the single best closing tool you can use. There's no magic in it. There's no smoke and mirrors. It's just being assumptive that they're there to buy it from you and you're going to help them no matter what. But how your first impression goes is going to have a big effect on that. Okay? Remember that. And then take action. Do this stuff, right? Don't just say, well, I know, I've heard that a million times, Tyke, or my manager's told me that all the time, right? Be different. Be different. Take action. Just do these 3 things. We're going to send you some more details. Put your contact in and say, hey, Tyke, I'd like some of these icebreakers. I'd like a list of these things that we just talked about. And we'll be glad to send it to you. Now, look forward when we we've got some more videos coming. We're going to do some deeper dives into these things and some other action items you do. But these 3 things today, I want you to remember. Greeting. Get your greeting down. Ask questions. Write them down. Okay? Remember, you should be knowing twice as much about your customers as they know about you. And then the AAA, attitude, be positive. Assume, be assumptive. The assumptive close is the best close in the world. Assume they came there to see you, buy a car from you, and go home with a great experience from you. And then take action. Just do this stuff. And we'll see you on the next video.